Can you believe it? It's volume 17 of What the F Is That Doing in the Junkyard? And we're coming to you this week. We've got a 1964 Corvair. You're saying, Mike, you find Corvairs all the time at the wrecking yard. Well, this one's a convertible. Guess what? We found Corona at the junkyard. No, not the bad kind, but I was wearing my mask when I found it. This one's actually a 1970 Toyota Corona. Yes, they made a car called the Corona. And no, it doesn't have any beer in it. And also we found a 1971 Mustang, if you can believe that, winding up at the wrecking yard, and a 1974 MG Midget, and a 1979 Lincoln Town Car, a triple black one. It's like the Gotti edition or something like that. So right now, let's go to the yard. Okay, here's something from Great Britain. This is a 1974 MG Midget, a little roadster here. It's got a little bit of rust, as you would expect from one of these British cars. I don't know if the hood pops or not. Someone's already got the motor out of it. This looks like it was somebody's project. In fact, I saw this on the website, and it looked like it was already somewhat disassembled, but the body doesn't look too bad. So I'm guessing somebody started taking it apart, maybe got it painted, and then it sort of sat and they never put it back together, which would be my guess on this one. No, it could be original paint, but the body doesn't look too bad. I mean, maybe, I don't know if someone would have put it back. These aren't like high dollar cars, but then again, I mean, this one's pretty rust free. Even the floors are good, but I'm sure some people will be coming out here soon, since I think this just popped up out here yesterday, but don't see a lot of these in the wrecking yard, especially like a pre-smog one. All right, this one's a bit of a surprise. This is a 1971 Ford Mustang. It looked like probably before it wasn't that bad of a car. Unfortunately, I can't get on this side because there's that puddle, but body didn't look like it was terrible. So it's probably got like I think it's like a 351 in there. So this was kind of like the last Mustang body style before they went to the Mustang 2 a few years later. I believe that was in 74 they went to the Mustang 2. So this one's a 71, so these were like 71 to 73. It's like it was an automatic car. The body, I mean, there's a little bit here. It looks like this lower quarter had been replaced at one time. You can see the seam. But once again, I mean, back window's out. I'm guessing that looks like it's been out for a while. So I'm guessing maybe this was somebody's project car and it just sort of sat. You can see all the bad welds around here. Like somebody, it's like they re-quartered it. Maybe an old accident repair. So yeah, it's pretty badly welded back there. But someone might actually done some with that, since it is a Mustang and they are getting to be quite expensive. So again, I can't get through on this side because of the puddle. But wow, still interesting to see any kind of like pre-Mustang 2 popping up at a wrecking yard these days. How about a triple black 79 Lincoln Town Car? These things were complete monsters. I actually had a gold one like this once. Motor's already gone. If it was a California car, this would have had the 400, since they didn't come with the 460s, which there's no sticker under the hood to let me know what engine it had. I'm going to try to get around these big puddle here, because fortunately I'm wearing my nicer sneakers that I don't want to ruin. But we can get inside on this side at least. It's like the seats are actually like in really good shape, so I can't get over here to see what the mileage is, but I'm guessing it's pretty low mileage. Looks like it had a pad on the dash there, so it probably saved that. And it's got an old, one of those old digital cassette decks in the dash, if you can see that. So fairly well optioned car, as you'd expect from a Lincoln. Vinyl top's completely shot, but the body looks like it was really straight on this one, which is kind of sad, because real genuine triple black cars are really hard to find. And someone's already gotten in here, pulled the tail panel off and the rear turn signals, and they ripped apart the trunk lock. This one's really sad to see here, because I mean, this thing probably was decent when it got in here, would be my guess, and probably could have been decent again if somebody had done something with it. Let's see, maybe I can get in there and check the odometer. Let's see here. It's like 14,000 miles, so I'm guessing 114. But look, that seat, these seats are usually completely destroyed. It's not destroyed at all. There's your digital cassette player. That was like one of the first years that they put digital tuners in cars, back here in like 79. Headliner looked like it was good too. I said, really sad to see. Looks like it's got a Copart sticker on the windshield. So my guess would be this car was donated. And most of the stuff that gets donated, that gets processed through Copart, unfortunately winds up at the wrecking yard, including this town car here. Even that door sounds good. Man, that is really, really sad to see here, because I really like these old Lincolns. All right, here's something real interesting that you really don't see. This is a 1970 Toyota Corolla. So, wow, you don't see these. And this one actually has factory AC in it, it looks like. So, wow, that's really unusual for such a small economy car. So, 1900cc motor. It's like the top was a little crusty. It had a vinyl top on it. So this was probably like a really well optioned one. Oh, sorry, this is a Corona. So it's got the Corona. Unfortunately, I shouldn't say that. It's a Toyota Corona. That's what I'm referring to. The car make. Nothing else we're talking about there. But it's a Mark II. And well, checking this one out. There's the air conditioning coming out of the dash. This one was an automatic car. So I said not in the best of shape. But these vintage Japanese cars are really hard to find, especially going into like the early 70s and into the 60s ones. And really sad to see this popping up out here, because someone may have done something with it, or maybe an enthusiast could have made a cool little racer out of it. But so not something you see a lot of these days. All right, I know we find a lot of Corvairs on these videos, but this is like the first convertible I've found in the wrecking yard. And this is not one that someone cut the roof off. This is a genuine 64 Corvair convertible. If you look, it still has all the top mechanism here. This is kind of unbelievable to see at the yard. It does have the floor rust, but once again, this car I think popped up out here yesterday. Some of the stuff was probably already missing. I'm guessing the interior may have been a project car for somebody. Couldn't get the back open. Never owned a Corvair other than a ramp side pickup, so I don't know how to get the back open, or if maybe there's a cable or something to get it open. But man, a convertible, like, you'd think somebody would have kept this and maybe found a donor car, like a two-door, and built the convertible, but I guess not. If you look at the panel there, it's pretty rusted. This car actually looks like it sat outside with the top off for quite a few years though, but still, I mean, a convertible in anything from the 1960s is kind of rare to see. It's like the brakes were upgraded to like a dual master at one time as well, so definitely was somebody's project that wasn't finished, and here it sits right here at the wrecking yard. And that's going to wrap things up for volume 17 of What the F Is That Doing in the Junkyard. I'm almost at 900 subs. I'm trying to get to 1,000 and unlock all those like special features and stuff. So if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do it now. Be sure to leave me a comment as to what your favorite car in this video was. And also be sure to like this video. And until next time, I'll be seeing you at the yard.